That's okay. We got points. We got some points. Rure 5. Well, okay. Roads are busy. That's a clue. Sort of. It's a bit of a traffic jam here. Mandakari.com. This could be Asian or could be European. Are you really passing there, buddy? Like, this is like 2 years later, but man, that is going to be a very dangerous driving maneuver, my friend. Hell of a sack you got on yourself there. Please, please, please look at the license plates. The license plates are usually blurred out, and I wouldn't know any country except for Canada and the United States license plates if I looked at them anyway. So, the web page was not available? That's funny. Oh, they use kilometers. So in case you were curious, this is probably not the United States. Oh, there's a sign back there. Slow down, slow down. Oh, it's Spanish or Portuguese again. Fiscalizio sao electronica de velocidade. Your shit's being monitored. Your velocity's being monitored by electronic means. Oh, that's another important sign there. This one should be very useful. A little closer. Little closer. Does that say Sao Paulo? Sao Paulo, Brasilia. So we know exactly where we are. Well, not exactly, but the only question is, what does half of this shit mean? Rondonópolis. We had that earlier. What is RSSPDF? That's the thing. So we're in Brazil, of course. As we always are in this game. Where is Sao Paulo? Sao Paulo's here. Brasilia. Where is Brasilia? Where is Brasilia? Okay, well, let's look for some other cities. If Alto Araquala is 287 kilometers away, but they still printed it on the sign, I'm assuming that it has to be somewhat important. Same for Itiquira. There's Brasilia. Wasn't Sao Paulo, like, pretty far away from that? Oh, not really. Okay. So we're probably, like, maybe in between here somewhere. Rondonópolis. Rondonópolis. Fernandópolis. Pinopolis. You know, there's no universal law saying that cities' names similarly have to be next to one another. But, oh, there's Rio Verde. Wonderful. I'm gonna guess that we're around here. That's the best guess I think I've ever had in Brazil. That's not so bad. But
oh, okay.
It's all good. All right, Rob. I'm relying on you for this one.
All right. I'm gonna see it in about 30 seconds.
There's new apartment buildings next to red sand, bunch of soccer nets.
Oh, that's Arizona.
This is not Arizona.
It's Australia.
That could be Florida.
This is not Florida,
like
Rob.
It could be Haiti.
That's what. This is like. I think this is South America. Oh, but people are driving like Hyundais. Do they drive Hyundais?
What did you say? Did you say that one again?
Hey, could you live in the country where they develop and manufacture like all the freaking Hyundais?
Hyundais.
I'm gonna get me a Hyundai and
I bet if you go to New York City and go to a corner cart, you'll order a Hero. as well.
Or an Eero, yeah.
Boy, Euro.
Yeah.
Then people make fun of me. I'd say Samsung. I need to get a Samsung TV. It's not Samsung. It's Samsung. No, it's not. It's fucking Samsung.
Uncle Sam. Good American name.
Exactly. I speak American, thank you.
Here you go. This is your clue, Rob.
Okay.
This is Das Garças Rua.
Oh, is
And-
that Portuguese?
You tell me, motherfucker.
Rua? Ria is yeah, I think that's Portuguese, so that might be Brazil.
It's Brazil. The game is a huge hard-on for Brazil.
Does it?
Yeah. What state is this in?
Oh, fuck if I know.
Name a a Brazilian state.
Yeah. Okay, no, I was gonna say something real racist, so never mind.
Yeah. I'm glad you
On
did.
that.
Glad you didn't.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know if it would have been racist, but probably.
Also, Brazil is like really fucking big. It's like the fifth
Yeah,
biggest
it's
country
massive.
on Earth. So if you get it wrong, you're usually way off. Plus, like a third of it is the straight up Amazon.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, Portugal was not fucking around with the whole line of demarcation thing.
Very
They're just
true.
like, all right, everything to the right of that, that's just us. That's a country. Fuck it.
I was pretty close.
I had no way to figure that out, so I was screwed from the start.
I was. You know, every time I get something wrong in GeoGuessr, I think of that quote from Austin Powers 2, where he's driving on the highway and he's like, "It's remarkable how, like, England looks remarkably nothing like Southern California."
Okay.
They filmed it there. Yeah. So I'm an idiot, basically. It's okay.
Ten cow.
Yeah, we got some like Spanish or Portuguese going on
Madre
here.
de Deus. Okay.
I don't know if it's Spanish or Portuguese. I always get burned on these.
More cool art, though.
Yeah.
Keep dropping us around the cool art. I like that.
So I saw this guy's ad, right? And I'm
Yeah.
like, well, we're going to find out something. No, his address is gmail.com. And the channel that it's on is World TV and TV Nova. Like, could it not just be called, like, you know, Brazil?
Yeah. I just got to where you are.
Like, god damn it.
TV Nova. I think there might be a dick on the wall, too. Oh, well.
Like, you can read what that bus says if you go back far enough. But
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
I don't know what it actually, like, what it says. I don't know how to
Pertains
parse it.
to, right? Oh. Yeah, I got too close, then it got blurred out. Oh, well. Oh, Santo something. What is this?
Yeah, I can see that too. Santo Antonio. Sao
San
Jose?
Antonio, Texas.
Sao Jose?
Is that a thing?
Can Sao in English become San? Or
San?
San? Because, like,
Oh.
if so, San Jose is like the capital of. It's a Central American country, I think. This might just be Toronto.
Yeah, this does look a lot like Toronto.
CJ. Nick, yeah, what do you think of the name TJ, Nick? Has
I'm
anyone
not
ever?
a huge fan of initial names personally, but I'm
Because I knew people that were named TJ.
not gonna judge you if you have that name.
It's
But
not
I
your
like
fault.
I wouldn't name my kid that or anything.
I knew people named TJ when I was in school, but I don't think I've ever met like more than an adult.
I imagine if you have that kind of latitude, you can probably call yourself by a nickname, and nobody will think whatever. It's just fine. What is this? Agemar?
There's like I can't tell if this is a flag. If it is a flag, shit, man, I don't know. Is this Ireland? I doubt it.
I'm not getting a huge Ireland vibe from this place.
Oh, really? I'm gonna have to go with South America, but I don't know where in South America the Dutch like owned administered, whatever you want
Dutch
to
are
say.
sneaky. They seem to be getting all these land grabs I'd never heard about.
So I guessed fairly well. I'll put it that way. And then when you're ready, you can join me. All right, this could be parts of the United States, but I'm thinking Mexico, South America. Let's take a look around. Like to be able to find out if we were in a city. There are some like special, I wouldn't necessarily call them challenge runs, but there are some GeoGuessr games that are like US specific or UK specific. There's no Canada specific, which is a pain in the butt. And I don't want to do UK specific because I always, again, I don't know if this is Portuguese or Spanish, and that's my own fault. But this is making me think that we're in Brazil. Because Brazil is very common. Is that .com.br? I don't even know if that would work, but .com. All right, I'm going to operate under the assumption that we're somewhere in Brazil. Brazil is a very large country. Pentecostal da Bíblia do Brasil. Porta da Vida. Now, the question is Porta da Vida a city? Or is Porta da Vida like the name of, I don't know, the particular denomination of the church or something like that, right? If you are a Brazilian viewer, I don't mean to offend you. And I mean, look who's talking, right? Canada's enormous as well. But good Lord, Brazil is an exceptionally large country. And it's got so much coastline that I would expect that there is like a lot of, you know, there's Porta Alegre da Vida. Porta da Vida. This is a little bit of a scummy way to play. Usually they end up being near big cities, when you're in a city at least, or you're in like civilization. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to maybe do a little bit more exploration before I call this one, because I think we can learn a lot here. Sometimes these would have the city on them. Telefonica. That probably means there's a telephone there, if I had to guess. But yes, the reason I'm not going to do a UK one specifically is because I don't know enough about, you know, the cities in the United Kingdom. So we've done it in the past, and I'll be like, oh, that's Dublin, and they're like, oh, it's Belfast, you asshole. And I'll be like, oh, that's that's London. And they're like, it's Gwynedd, and I'm like, ah, shit. Well, my bad. You know, it's all a learning experience. I'm assuming there are some contextual clues here that I'm missing that would just tell me what city we're in right now. But we'll do a little bit more exploration. I'm not gonna. You could really scum it up and zoom in like as deep as you could go, and then just try to like scan for roads. But you know, if it's anything like North American roads set up, there's a main street, you know, in every city. There's a First Street, there's a Queen Street, there's a Princess Street, there's a King Street. Trying to see. Because they really have like alcohol on their sign. That's my kind of place. That's lava rapido. That means fast lava. That's very scary. So it's possible that perhaps this hotel, which we'll turn around and look at in a second here, has the name of the town on it. Perfect. Now, Sao Carlos. I don't know what Sao means, but, you know, Sao Paulo, it's the name of a city. So I'm assuming that this could be in Sao Carlos. Take it back just a second here. USP, University of Sao Paulo, and maybe we're in. Okay, so that probably narrows it down a little bit. Now I just need to find out where Sao Paulo is. I know it's there we go. I know it's big. Okay, let's zoom it in here a little bit. And what was this? Sao Carlos was where we were. Now we might be operating under a false assumption here. But I'm thinking that if we stay in this general, wasn't that Ferris de? I think that we're right around here because there was a sign for that, right? Now I'm not looking for national parks. I'm trying to look more for like universities. I thought that was jabronis. It's not jardin. Very different. I'm gonna suggest that we're like here, rather than spend too much time trying to get exactly correct. Ah, that's pretty good. Ah, Sao Carlos, I didn't even see it. It was right up here. But this is my least favorite way to start a GeoGuessr run. The camera's nice. That doesn't necessarily exclude Australia, but it does mean that, you know, we will hopefully be able to see a little bit more clearly what we're actually looking at here. We're driving on the right side of the road, so let's not make the same mistake we made last time. We are not in Australia, nor are we in England. Not that I would expect it. There are parts of North America that I think look like this, but usually when you get this in GeoGuessr, it's a pretty good simulation of actual highway driving. You just drive until you see a sign. Those bus stops do not look like anything I have ever seen in my life before. So I'm going to take a stab and suggest that we are probably not in... Wow, Google car making a pass here. Thanks for doing it right in front of the freaking sign, so I can't see what the hell's going on. Wow, okay, well, let's take a look at this truck as we go by. It's the Department of Estruara, or Estru... So, look, I'm thinking Brazil, because I believe that this could be Portuguese, and again, I'll just say it again in case you didn't watch the last episode. If it's Spanish, I apologize. But, oh, there's no passing here, Google car. What makes me think that this is Brazil is the fact that Brazil has a lot of estuaries. That's where like a river or a lake meets the ocean, I think. It's a nature preserve. Well, you know, I shouldn't say that because I don't speak the language fluently, but I think that, like, natura preserva is probably a nature preserve, if I had to guess. I could buy this being in South America, but let's go look at some signs before we make up our decision too much here. Like, if I could turn into this little village here, that would be nice, but I don't think we're going to have the opportunity to do so. What about this sign here? Evite por as aguas. I don't know what that means. Perhaps something to do with water? Man, Google car just doesn't give a shit about you taking forever to accomplish your daily errands. It will pass your ass and leave you in the dust. This thing has a Hemi in it. Alright. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because I am just going to embarrass myself. Whoa! You alright there? You come across a surprising prevalence of traffic accidents in GeoGuessr. That might not be an accident. That might be, you know, just how they park, but I don't know, man. Alright, let's start narrowing it down. Where are estuaries in Brazil? Like right in here. These are all estuary type regions. I think there might be some down here. But I think you're probably looking at northern Brazil, like, yeah, the like state of Amapa here. We'll look just a little bit more. I'd like to maybe get some contextual clues that can narrow it down slightly. So we're on Brazil 282, and if we turn to our right, we would get to Canoas. Brazil 282. This is incredibly annoying to have to do. You don't have to do it. You know, you can make your own decisions. Okay, let's find ourselves at the border first, and then we'll start from there. 282. Why can't the one road that, you know, comes in from the border just be BR1? Why can't we just get on BR1? 163. Like, I don't think these are going to be estuaries, man. We got to be on the coast. But maybe that didn't mean estuary. 272. But are 272 and 282 necessarily close together? You know, oh wait, there's 282. Okay. And if you turn right, you get to Kanoa. So I was not in the right region there at first. 282. I imagine we're probably like right here. But in order to know, I would like to know, like, let's zoom in just a little bit. Is like Kanoa. I'm probably pronouncing it. Maybe that doesn't. Maybe that just means right soon. I don't know. But this is. Oh, this isn't BR 282, is it? Oh, okay, it is. I was like, this one's SC, so I don't know. There's a nature preserve nearby. I gotta think that we're like right around here. I'd like to get it as good as possible. Just take a little bit more. Like, what is this? Okay, this is how you get the Kanoas. We're going straight ahead. What's close? SC427. So we're going to try to find the intersection of like 282 and 427. Just follow 282. Maybe we were further back from the coast than I thought we were. 350. Oh no, now it goes in two different directions. 282, 475. Oh, okay, this is where it becomes the 282. So we got to follow it back in this direction. 408. Ah, haha. I'm gonna guess that we're like right around here. Unless... Oh, wait, there's more 282 over here. This is where it ends, though, I think. Or is it? Does the 282 continue? 406? 406? 402? Oh, man, this is more than I want to get into here. There we go. There's the 28. I'm just gonna take this, and I'm relatively pleased with it. You know what? Let's go here. This is closer to the nature preserve. Last check. 427. 427. 437. All right, I'm gonna click it. Here we go. 88 kilometers. Look, for me, for Brazil, that is pretty good. I normally don't get nearly that close. All right, now we're talking. This is outside of America, I think. My first guess is that we're in Southeast Asia. Could be Africa. Castello, a Casa de Show da Reggio. South America probably now. I believe that's Spain. This sign could be extremely helpful. Guisoni, 4 kilometers. Is it Italian? Or is it Portuguese? South America often means Portuguese. Maybe this is Portuguese. Okay. If it's Portuguese, then I assume that we are in Brazil. It can't really get much further away from Southeast Asia than Brazil. But that's okay. I know these visual artifacts are annoying, by the way, when they pop up. We can usually alleviate it by, like, zooming out to the appropriate distance and then going forward. But then they come back. I don't know why GeoGuessr starts you out at such a heavy zoom. Like, I think this is, like, nearly 1-to-1 right here. Or maybe that's 1-to-1. Well, maybe it's because you can't see shit when you're zoomed out this far. All right. So I'm operating under the assumption that we're in Brazil. Concresul. You know, it's a lot more helpful when you can actually understand a language, I imagine. As for me personally, I don't, and what this leads to is me not even knowing which one of these words would be cities. .com.br. So I'm feeling comfortable in the Brazilian guess. I can't really tell if there's a city in there. That's on me. Let's zoom back out. How far can you get? You can't zoom further back than the angle the picture was taken at, I assume. Well, if this is most of the information we're going to have, take a quick peek at these signs. We're going to have to make some decisions fairly quickly. Coca-Cola. That might actually be somewhat useful. No, I can't see what it says. Arcia? Aria? I don't know. It could be a city. That could just be like, could mean nice lady's butt right there. What about this? Pont Sobra Rio Canriro? So that's a river. I mean, Rio Carrero, okay. Brazil, not too many rivers down there. Just about a trillion. And I don't know which one is which. Rio Grande, that's not it. Am I still following the Rio Grande? Does the Rio Grande run all the way to the Atlantic Ocean? Okay, let's find one that's not the Rio Grande. It might be the Rio Grande. I don't know what I'm saying. What is this one? No identifying markers. Well, by Joe, I think we've just discovered a brand new river. Rio das Almas. I realize, by the way, I'm looking for lakes, not rivers. I feel like a dang idiot. What about this one? Rio Tohantins or something. Oh, this is a small river. Rio Manuel Alves. Another tiny one here. Just about a trillion rivers here. Rio Crihars, or I don't know what X takes on in Portuguese. What about this one? Rio, okay, it's the same one. What about this little tiny one? I mean, I know that there's no moments in my YouTube. Wait, could that be it? Correjo? I don't think so, but good backup maybe. It's times like this when I have to be extremely thankful, because there are people that are watching this video. And let's really boil it down. What I'm doing here is panning over a map of Brazil and saying, like, is this the river? Like, is this your card? Is this your card then? It's pretty remarkable. I can't thank you guys enough for the fact that you continue to watch Rio Code. That's not it. I can't thank you enough for the fact that you watch and enjoy stuff like this. I enjoy watching stuff like this. I'm glad you do as well if you're still watching this. Thank you. Look, the problem with just taking a wild guess is that, you want to put down on a river, but if you know that it's not, the name of the river, why would you want that? Because it's not going to be the river that you want to actually pop down on. If that makes any sense at all. So I think I'm going to bow out a little bit here. I'm just going to maybe take like a quick look here in the middle of the country, roughly. Rio Junuena. Rio Aminos. I'm going to say we're right around there. Oh, that's a long one. That's a bad one. God damn it, Brazil. Was I at least on the right track? If I had zoomed in down there, would I have found it? Yeah, I would have. I didn't want to pan over the entire country, though. Just looking for rivers. There's so many. It takes two to tango, and you're going to be dancing in solitary right now.